Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Ray-Ban Aviator Reverse. This should definitely be an interesting video. But first off, being today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, that's our own website, shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. Okay, so wow, these frames are absolutely ridiculous here. We can see with the reverse lens styling, typically a pair of Ray-Ban Aviators, I should say always a pair of Ray-Ban Aviators, have convex lenses. These are the opposite, meaning they have concave lenses, so they actually are going to bend inward in the middle. And from an optical standpoint, that is an absolutely horrendous design. Really dumb. There's a reason why sunglasses generally have a convex lenses to them instead of a concave. But with this new reverse series from Ray-Ban, they're trying to look for some more bold designs. They're trying to get some inspiration as far as just making something really crazy, and they certainly did succeed in doing so. But as far as a traditional optical playbook, they basically took it, threw it in the garbage, and didn't care at all about optical quality and just, using a pair of sunglasses for their intended function with these frames. Now, as far as just the styling goes, these certainly do look really interesting. I don't love the look of these frames, but I definitely respect these frames from a styling standpoint. They definitely do look modern and maybe nice. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd go as far as nice, but they definitely do look very interesting, and some people can definitely pull these frames off and look really cool doing so. I'm not sure if I can or if I would wear these out in public often. I don't know if I'm cool enough to pull these off, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. But definitely a really interesting design here. And as far as just the look of the frames, not on face, just the look of the frames, they are a beautiful pair of frames. Like, they just look really nice. Very artistic, if you will. Just like kind of something that somebody would draw up, when they're drawing up or designing a Ferrari or something. And they somehow look kind of aerodynamic and kind of aerospace, engineering styling to them. Now, as far as the dimensions of these frames go, these have 59mm lenses and an 11mm bridge. So here we can see the bridge is really small, but Ray-Ban also does produce these in a larger lens size with 62mm lenses and also the exact same 11mm bridge. And I also think it'd be really interesting if Ray-Ban made these frames with a more usable standard lens with the same 11mm bridge and then the taller, longer bridge here up at the top. I think that would actually be pretty interesting as far as the design of those goes, and I think I would definitely wear those more than I would wear these. Now, another absolutely massive downside of these frames, of course, has to do with the reversed lens. And when you push the frames all the way back up against the nose, which you're supposed to do when wearing a pair of frames, trying to get the absolute best coverage from the sun, so you want them to sit very close to the face. When I do that with these frames, my eyelashes, when I blink, actually touch the lens. Like, they literally touch the lens. Like, I obviously can't show you this on video, but when I blink with these frames pushed all the way back, my eyelashes are literally touching the lenses, which is extremely annoying to say the least, and again, totally unacceptable. Now, of course, these do have fully adjustable nose rests, so you can adjust these to your liking, and you can make them sit, more up front on the face. So all you have to do is just move them a little bit, and then my eyelashes are not gonna make contact with the frames. So again, that's really annoying, but that's, giving a different look. When you wear a pair of sunglasses like this, it's giving it a different look and a different vibe completely, in my opinion. And, I would prefer to wear these closer to my face as far as the styling goes. But when I do that, my eyelashes touch the lens, and that's a no for me. I've never experienced that before with a pair of sunglasses, but I do with these, and I absolutely hate that. Totally unacceptable from a pair of, practical sunglasses. Now, another huge downside with the reverse, no surprise here, is going to be the absolutely horrible coverage from the sun. So even if these push all the way back up against my face, we can see massive gaps to let sunlight in unprotected. And then here on the sides, again, there is just an absolutely massive gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. So this is probably one of the absolute worst pairs of Ray-Ban sunglasses as far as coverage from the sun goes. But we're not done here with why these lenses are absolutely horrible. When wearing this pair of sunglasses, looking through them straight on on, everything's pretty clear and nice, but your peripheral vision is absolutely horrible. It's distorted because of the lens there. It's literally completely distorted because of this concave lens, and it makes your vision look blurry, and it actually like gives me a headache. It's horrible. It's literally horrible. Maybe some people can wear these and just kind of zone it out and not really notice if they're just, mostly looking forward and if they're turning their head instead of looking in their peripheral vision or something like that. But this literally makes me sick. These frames make me sick when I wear these for more than 10 or 20 minutes. Now again, if I'm focusing on just looking straight and not around me, they're fine. Like if I'm just sitting down in the sun, reading a book or something like that, then these would work. Or if you're at a runway, maybe a fashion show runway, you could wear these for maybe a couple hours or whatever. But as far as just a practical pair of frames, they don't work. They don't work. This is literally blurry right here. It's all distorted. It's blurry. It looks like it's a prescription, honestly. Like a prescription pair of eyeglasses or sunglasses. And again, totally unacceptable coming from a standpoint of wanting a practical pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses. So as far as I'm concerned with this pair, it is a pair of fashion eyewear. This is not a pair of sunglasses. This is just a fashion accessory, and that is it. This is not a pair of sunglasses in my book. Even if I've called them that in this video, they really aren't. Now, as far as the lens material goes, these are made out of a polymer plastic lens material because you really can't do this with a glass material, or it's not worth your time because they do know this is kind of a disposable product that's probably not going to last very long. Lenses on every single pair of Ray-Ban's Reverse series do have these polymer lenses, and again, the optical clarity of these is horrible with the distortion on the side, but it's fine when looking straight through them, I guess. And they do block 100% of UVA and UV rays, which is extremely important for your eye health. They do, of course, have a little painted on Ray-Ban logo here in the top right corner of the frames, and then also an etched RB logo there in the middle left of the lens. Then if we move down right before the ear rest, we can see it does have a nice little, subtle etched Ray-Ban logo there for authentication purposes. And I really do kind of like the color matched acetate temple tips to the lenses. It's a really nice touch that they are kind of the same color as the lenses here with these kind of rose gold frames. Super interesting styling. Now these frames are made in Italy. They say here in the inner right temple of the frames, they say Ray-Ban made in Italy lenses with bio-based material. So Ray-Ban is using a bio-based material with these lenses. And also when you do buy these frames, they come with the new bio-based protection case. And it's kind of cardboardy, kind of cheap, and not nearly as high quality as the fake leather one. But it does kind of look interesting. I personally don't really like that much, but hey, if it's saving the environment, that's good on me because I have a million different cases. I don't need a case on every single pair of sunglasses that I have, of course, so I guess that's pretty good. Now, in the inner right temple of the frames, we can see the Luxottica etching and markings there for the exact colorway code and all that good stuff. So overall, I really do think this is a very poor pair of frames. And again, my eyes are actually kind of getting sore and kind of like sick just from wearing these frames for this review. Definitely not a fan of that. And I would not recommend these at all. They're really horrible. As far as, again, being a pair of sunglasses would be, but as far as making a statement and wearing these, for short periods of time and just wanting to wear something bold and cool looking, they definitely look very novel. And yeah, but for me, yeah, these frames got me stumbling, but I don't like these. I don't like these at all. I think they're absolutely horrible, and I'm really disgusted. But yeah, Ray-Ban leadership has just been absolutely dreadful since Luxottica bought them, basically for the most part. Bausch & Lomb was the king when it came to eyewear, and of course, Ray-Ban being, their #1 brand. And all the technology that Bausch & Lomb put into their lenses, and they did the science, they did the research all themselves, and just to see Ray-Ban with Luxottica do this absolute dog crap it's just, it's disappointing. It's disappointing, it's sad. And Ray-Ban is also using a Shamir lens coating here, an anti-reflective lens coating, which of course you need with a pair of these frames. And it's hilarious that Ray-Ban can't innovate at all. Ray-Ban spends, I don't know if this is true, but from what I can tell, Ray-Ban spends $0 in research and development as far as developing new lens tech and all this good stuff. They just buy other companies that do the lens tech and they just throw it in their dog crap Ray-Ban designs. Dude, I'm just so depressed. I'm sorry for ranting here, but I'm so depressed. Ray-Ban is just not what it is. There's still a bunch of frames that they make in Italy that are high quality, like the original Ray-Ban Aviator and the Wayfarer, but man, they're making more and more stuff in China. The quality is going down. They're not doing any of their own lens innovation. They're doing stupid stuff like this, and they're not doing any of the really crazy stuff that they used to do back in the day, like the Chromax lenses or the Diamond Hard or the RB50 lens, which is still probably one of the absolute best lenses ever in existence that Bosch and Lomb did back in the day. Now they're just a joke, let's be honest. Oh, and I think we gotta talk about the price. These are about $185, and yes, I had to pay full price for these. So I'm selling these on the website for the exact price that I bought them for. Hopefully somebody buy them, take them off my hands. Maybe I'll do a discount if you send me an email of like 20 bucks, something like that, because I don't want to lose money on these, but I'm not going to be stocking these on the website, but I do have to sell them on the website because the way my website is structured from a legal and financial aspect. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one on that depressing note. Catch you guys in the next video.